Assalamualaikum. Today my group will be interviewing for our intercultural communication assignment on Malaysian living abroad. So my name is Aina Sofia.
My name is Nur Karinisa.
I'm Alia Hanani.
And hello, I'm Marsha.
Okay, you guys may introduce yourself.
Adam.
So my name is Adam Haziq bin Muzir.
My name is Azad.
Okay, so Adam and Azad, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Adam and Azad, can you guys first tell me where are you studying and what are you studying in, and also do you work there?
So I'm studying in Technische Hochschule Schweinfurt Würzburg, and it is situated in Bayern, and I'm currently studying mechatronics.
And I'm currently studying at the same university, except I'm studying International Business and Engineering, or IBE in short.
How about working? No
No,
part-time.
I'm the only one who's working. Yeah.
I don't work.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so I'm gonna hop into the questions first. Based on our findings, right? Foreigners, they struggle with the German language, especially when it comes to fluency or pronunciations. So both of you, do you struggle when you start to learn how to speak German?
Adam?
Obviously, I struggle a lot when studying German because it's not my first language, and it's actually my third language, so it's really hard, and I struggle a lot studying German. That's it.
To be honest with you, at first it's gonna have a struggle. Everybody's gonna have struggle because you need to adapt. You have to remember things, and you have to think in a different language too. So you imagine, in situation, imagine the words differently. But for me, it's my fourth language, so I've learned French before, so I can adapt easily. So it's not that really, how should I say, really hard for me actually. So yeah.
So knowing that Germany is not a country that use English as the official language, so how difficult was it for both of you to communicate with the locals, and how did you solve this issue for the first 3 months you were there?
So as I said before, most of them speak English, so it's easy for us. For the first 3 months, we just spoke English most of the times, and most German words are like same with English, so macam
They got it from English basically. Yeah.
so tak susah sangat nak faham when they speak.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. So as earlier you mentioned that you had a part-time working experience. What did you work as, and have you noticed any instance where cultural difference affect decision making in your workplace, and how does cultural difference affect that communication in your workplace?
Can you give me an example for cultural difference?
I think this is under workplace adaptation, and like cultural difference too. Maybe you could say because you're a Malay. Kejap ya, let me try to process this. Sometimes you cannot act like a Malay in that workplace. Like you have to adapt to their situation.
I see. So tapi tak pasti lah, macam tak ada cultural difference sangat tu bila masa kerja sebenarnya. Mostly
mean like-
kena punctual je lah.
Oh. So
So
like
macam
working with them so far okay lah.
okay lah sebab buat kerja tak cakap banyak lepas tu balik.
Oh, so like you just people there just get work done and just
Betul.
balik. Kalau I think
Diorang
in Malaysia, I
Mhm.
think in Malaysia all of us suka like be friends within each other like
Hmm.
Yeah, close colleagues, no?
yes.
Satu benda pasal orang Jerman ni diorang tak suka buat kosong ah.
Yeah, it's true.
Hmm.
They like to go into details as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
So kalau time meeting tu dia orang memang specify kalau dia
Yeah.
orang buat
Memang kalau tanya macam how's your day ke apa, diorang takkan jawab panjang ah. Diorang akan jawab short je.
Yeah.
Lepas tu habis itu je. Semua benda habis itu.
Kalau kita borak kosong lama dulu kan.
Hmm.
So,
Nanti diorang annoyed lah kalau kita
Oh, yeah.
borak panjang. So
sebab orang nak kerja kan, so they don't really care about itu.
tapi dekat kelas pun lebih kurang juga. Macam kalau nak ni ke apa kena tanya pasal studies je. Unless macam lepak dekat bar ke apa ke macam tu ke, barulah time tu lah diorang bersembang macam tu lah.
Oh, so
Diorang ada
they
time sendiri lah.
yes.
macam they keep their professionalism based on the place lah.
Yeah.
Betul?
Okay. I think we can go to the next question, Nisa.
So while both of you were studying and working, have you and the other person that you're communicating with face any misunderstanding due to language barrier?
Most of the times lah.
Most of the time, I would say sometimes it's the vice versa. We have that the misunderstanding due to language differences because there's different slangs also here. It's kind of like macam kalau kat Malaysia orang Melayu cakap Kelantan or Kedah. There's kind of that thing here also. It's called Bayerish accent. It's from the south, and we are from Rebayan as well. So accent dia memang pekat, and memang you're gonna have a really hard time understanding it. So I think most of the time the miscommunication or misunderstanding happen mesti dengan orang yang very pekat Bayerish.
Is it an offense before that? Is it an offense to not know their language?
No, diorang faham that foreigners susah nak belajar German. So macam diorang faham je lah.
Yeah.
Kadang-kadang kita orang cakap German, diorang tiba-tiba cakap English. Diorang tak nak cakap balik German ni kita orang.
In big cities especially too, yeah.
Okay, so boleh kecik Jerman lah ni sikit.
Oh no.
Boleh je.
Okay, so next question is, Malaysia is a country with low territoriality, and studying in a country that values personal space and privacy, like German, I think they value personal space and privacy. Was it hard for both of you to adapt to that situation at first, since Malaysians often have a more relaxed approach to personal space? Like, do you get me, or do you want me to give an example?
Example help.
Okay. So Malaysia, kalau hidup berjiran, diorang okay nak ajak jiran diorang datang rumah nak buat kenduri. Tapi usually for our belief, in Western country, diorang tak berjiran sangat, and diorang don't really have that macam community social going on.
I would say they still have community social, but in terms of neighbor, I can agree like memang you can't really see it. In terms of community social, the only thing I can see is when they hang out with friends, and in terms of macam Adam cakap before ni, diorang pergi bar, macam tu like festivals or anything yang true be told, actually anything yang melibatkan drinking, because drinking is a part of their culture. So really anything libat with drinking, diorang akan, itulah diorang be close to each other. So yeah, but they don't have that macam kenduri or anything. They really don't. Yeah.
Tapi kalau pasal neighbours tu tak pastilah sebab kita orang duduk macam kawasan student tau.
Ya, true juga.
So maybe antara diorang sama je macam kita kan. Tak pasti lah.
Okay, jap. Related to the same question. Have you guys ever lived in a dorm with a German?
No.
No.
So far, no. Okay. I don't have any more questions. Okay, bukan don't have, but like I'm passing the next question to Nisa.
So Adam mentioned about punctuality earlier. So there is a stereotype that foreigners might not be punctual or they're not organized. Have you come across the stereotype mentioned?
Maksud foreigners tu kita orang ke foreigners kat sini?
I think foreigners in general, no?
In general.
Foreigners in general yang come to Germany.
Oh, yang datang Jerman. Macam mana?
I don't think, tak pernah lagi lah kena stereotype tu. Tapi Germans, they are punctual except for their trains actually, I'm gonna be honest. They have a bad rap with their trains and people mock about it all over the internet, so yeah. So nak kata diorang punctual 100% pun, but yeah, they're better than us, I would suppose.
Kalau pasal foreigners kat sini pula, ikut jenis foreigners lah. Ada yang tak punctual, ada yang punctual. So macam mungkin ikut culture diorang sendiri. Mungkin diorang datang daripada negara ni, negara tu.
True.
So tak semua lah tak punctual. Ada yang punctual, ada yang tak.
Kita orang punctual?
Kita orang punctual.
Tak punctual.
Okay, is it my turn? Okay, jap. Next question is, in Malaysia, we have formalities and protocols that should be followed when communicating with higher ups, older people, and even college.
Lama.
They have in workplace or university. Okay, jap. Let me give an example. So in most Asian countries, students are required to stand up and greet their teachers before start.
She's gonna have to repeat the question. I'm not gonna lie.
What you want me to repeat the question?
Oh yeah,
You like do tadi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. So, in Malaysia, we do have formalities and protocols that should be followed when communicating with higher ups, older people, and college. Does this same thing apply for the people in Germany? And if it applies, what are the protocols? What are the protocols based on workplace or university? So, jap, I bagi example tau. So, contohnya, in most Asian countries, students are required to stand up and greet their teachers before the lesson starts to show a sign of respect.
Oh, tu je example. Okay, so kita orang mostly kat sini kalau nak jumpa siapa-siapa ke, jumpa higher ups ke apa, kena greeting dulu lah. Tu penting lah. Greeting is important here. Lepas tu macam bahasa Melayu juga, kalau nak cakap dengan orang pangkat tinggi, kena guna bahasa yang formal. Kat sini bahasa Jerman ni ada formal dengan tak formal. Macam bahasa Melayu, aku kau dengan saya awak. Alamak.
Saya awak boleh agak.
Oh, ya ke? Saya awak ke? Tapi macam kalau cakap cikgu apa? Saya kan? Saya cikgu lah. Macam tu lah. Tapi kalau kat Jerman lebih kurang macam tu juga. Dia ada dua cara nak cakap dengan orang.
And it's not, dia tak apply to macam ada kata high place je. Dia macam if you met somebody macam first time ke, macam a total stranger, most of the time would use that same language as well. So yeah. Tapi kalau macam jumpa orang umur sama, colleagues, we won't use that.
Tapi kalau macam
Okay, jap.
berdiri time cikgu cakap ke apa, tak ada kot sini.
Tak ada.
Sini tak ada macam tu.
Tak ada.
Sini lebih kepada profesional lah.
Lebih pada santai, I would say. It's the right word.
Macam relax sikit lah.
Right.
So back to where I got stuck. When you guys not consult to your lecturers, do you guys have to WhatsApp? Do you guys have to text them or do you guys have to email them? Or
Email.
in what way? So
Yeah, we have to email them, and email pun macam I think typical lecturers dia ada hours time dia apa semua yang diterima.
Kalau nak jumpa ke apa kena buat appointment dulu.
Yeah.
Tak boleh main
Yes.
jumpa je lah, nanti kena marah.
Nanti kena marah betul.
as expected lah, because in Malaysia, I think we can just text lecturers about macam I think it's normalized here. Nisa, you can ask the next question.
Okay, for Malay culture, it is known that we eat using hands, kan? So, what are the major cultural differences that you experience in Germany compared when you were in Malaysia?
Mungkin paling cultural differences paling besar diorang kot minum bir kot kan.
Diorang minum bir. Tapi kalau in terms of makan, I would say kedai makan dia in terms dekat most bandar besar
Penuh roti kan.
Penuh roti. And kalau in terms of cara makan, diorang banyak agak tempat berdiri je makan kan.
Betul.
Dia tak ada tempat duduk. So
diorang sumpah hidup senang. Nak makan apa-apa saluk roti. Sumpah saluk roti.
Oh, sorry for the noise outside. Tapi yes.
When you pernah makan using hands when you were there?
Banyak kali je.
Dia contoh roti you holding
like you makan not roti lah. If you makan like nasi with lauk, was it weird for them to tengok you?
Kedai biasa tak jual nasi tu. So macam tak pernah makan publicly lagi lah nasi.
Yeah. I would say except for the 1 or 2 times yang kita orang pergi the Malaysian or Indonesian restaurant yang kita orang makan an Asian cuisine betul-betul.
Was it as good as Malaysian punya tu?
I would say we cook better than them.
Boleh masak lagi elok lah.
Yeah.
Dalam mahal, 20 euro.
Yes,
selemak
true. Mahal as well. They charge.
Okay, next questions. With your experience kan, adapting the culture there, is there a preference for gender roles such as men as primary providers, or is there an equal value and treatment towards men and women? For example kan, in Japan, most women are housewives while the husband works hard to provide for their family. Lepas tu in Singapore pula, they let both men and women work and both of the gender are paid equally. How's the gender roles in Germany?
Kat sini mungkin equal lah kot kan.
Yeah, I would say diorang agak pentingkan equality juga, the all equality fight and stuff. So I would say the working culture pun and the peluang provided pun I would say the same too. Orang tak adalah gender preferred any gender.
Sini kuat protes. So kalau macam tak ada gender equality ke apa, nanti diorang akan protes. So kerajaan memang akan buat lah benda tu.
Yes.
Gender equality.
Diorang kuat protes. Semua buang.
Okay, Lisa?
Yeah.
So, missing your homeland, how do you reconnect besides eating Malaysian food?
Hang out with friends lah kot.
I would say hang out with friends.
Other than that, like more Malaysian punya related.
Main bola.
Yeah, main bola.
Futsal.
Yeah, futsal.
Sports. Badminton pun kita main juga kadang-kadang.
If you play football or soccer, Germany also ada football and soccer semua. So something yang Malaysian punya.
Okay. I would say, contoh kalau ada events under our Malaysian society, so contoh macam
Raya kan?
raya or macam anything really, dia orang almost everything ada juga event kalau ada macam major kat Malaysia, major celebration, so ada je.
Betul.
Macam tu je lah. Kalau nak kata yang lain macam tak ada sangat pun, melainkan tengok bola ramai-ramai kan, pergi rumah somebody, ramai-ramai masak potluck, macam tu je lah kot. Kalau normally how we socialize, rindu Malaysia, so that's that.
Yeah, that's very Malaysian.
Alamak.
Buat potluck kan?
Ya, potluck.
Okay. Next questions. Are there non-verbal cues or gestures that were practiced in Germany, like how Malaysians, macam contohnya in Malaysia, non-verbal communication ni is like when two Malaysians are passing by each other, diorang angguk. Lepas tu another example ni, contohlah you duduk dekat kawasan yang berpark guard. Bila you nak balik rumah tu, you akan lambai kat park guard. That is non-verbal communication. So dekat Germany ada tak?
Lambai je lah kot kan.
Ya, dia orang tak ada sangat actually.
Sini pun tak ada park guard tu.
Ya, tu tak ada pakai, true. Around most of the time tak ada actually. I can't recall one actually. So tak ada kot.
Oh, but like I do want to know, like, do they have non-verbal communication? Tapi yang ni lah, based on what I found on the internet, it is rumored that in Germany, it is considered rude to give an okay hand sign because the mother finger is touching the index finger. Is it true?
Tak pasti dia tu.
The finger.
Have you seen?
Me.
Yeah.
This is rude. Yeah, don't do this. Tapi it's not. From what I learned, it's not really a German thing. It's, I think, in American too. I think this means if you do it this under your stomach or something, it means white supremacy. So it's not really. Yeah, you get it. It's not a good thing. Macam ke bawah macam tu kan. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ini. That's the only thing I know. I tak tahu yang apa, kalau German ada specific one. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Next question, Nisa.
Okay. In what ways have you seen your communication skills evolve or improve in your work and study setting?
What way?
In what ways? In terms of communication in German?
Yes.
I would say I realized that my skills has evolved and improved when I understand their jokes. I'm gonna be honest. Before that, I couldn't understand their jokes. So yeah, bila dah faham diorang punya lawak diorang, which is kind of weird and it's not funny at all, tapi you understand. So yeah.
Maybe for me, kalau time kerja tu boleh faham diorang suruh buat apa lah. Diorang arah ni, arah tu dah terus dapat tangkap. Kalau dulu macam awal-awal kerja tu, diorang suruh buat ni macam, kena buat apa? Macam tu lah. Sekarang dah terus faham lah. Macam tu lah.
Have any of the locals there wants to learn Malay punya language?
Rasanya tak ada.
Lagi kot. Yeah.
Mostly nak belajar Chinese ke French.
Chinese, French, Spanish, or Chinese lah, Malaysia, called Asia pun.
And you guys pun tak expose them to like Malay language?
Pernah ada, diorang pernah cakap
What language are you speaking?
Malay punya language ni tak sedap didengar lah sebenarnya.
Damn.
Okay. So,
Okay, next question. Do you face any difficulties that impact your confidence in engaging with the locals? Like for example, you macam not so confident to talk to them because you terlalu Melayu ke, or like you're not confident with living or communicating with German people because of your cultural background.
Kita orang biasa tak confident bukan sebab cultural difference lah. Mostly sebab language lah.
Kadang-kadang tu macam okey je nak cakap. Macam alah typical lah, contoh kita orang main bola, ada satu tim Jerman kan kat tepi tu. Macam nak ajak dia orang main sekali. Kau pergilah. Macam tu lah. Paling malu pun. So tak nak kata malu sangat pun, tak ada malu sangat pun kan.
Lebih kepada malu takut salah cakap lah.
Yes. Malu takut salah cakap.
Kalau sebab kita orang Melayu tu tak kot.
Yeah, no.
Tapi the confident nak berkawan dengan German people tu ada tak?
Wow, ada je I think. Yeah. Tapi diorang macam
susah nak buat kawan.
Susah nak buat kawan dengan diorang.
Terlalu serius. Terlalu serius.
Not good colleagues though. Macam work ke. So yeah.
Ya, sebab korang cakap nak buat lawak tu macam susah kan?
Yeah.
Ya, sebab kita orang, language kita orang tak padu lagi. Nak buat lawak pun tak boleh. Itu lah.
Yeah. Tapi, do you guys have anything in common with German people?
Macam mungkin pasal bola kot. Kalau nak sama pun. Dia orang suka bola, kita orang suka bola. Itu je.
I would say football is the only culture juga. Actually.
Itu je yang boleh connectkan kita orang dengan orang Jerman.
The only thing kalau macam other than belajar, and I spoke to my German friends are literally football. Yang betul lah, European football and so on. So yeah, they take their football seriously.
So tadi tu was the last question, but is it okay if we guys want to ask more?
Okay lah.
Okay.
This one kena cakap about religion sikit lah. Germany is known for Islam is not the main religion there kan. Since you guys are Muslim, was it hard to adapt yourself there?
Tak sangat lah, sebab kat sini banyak orang Turkish.
So yeah.
So jalan mana-mana je mesti ada kedai halal. Confirm.
Kedai halal and
masjid pun ada banyak.
Masjid ada banyak juga. Literally depan rumah kita orang masjid. So
kita orang pun orang masjid tu selalu datang lah setiap minggu, panggil pergi solat.
Kita pergi lah, kita pergi. Of course. Subuh hari macam subuh hari Satar tu kita nak.
Tak macam tu lah kot. Tapi nanti diorang akan panggil solat. So macam okey je lah Islam kat sini sebenarnya.
True.
Nampak macam negara yang bukan Islamik kan, tapi sebenarnya Islam kuat kat sini.
So kalau ada orang Muslim there, are you guys more rapat with the Muslims there?
Depends lah.
True.
Ada tak rapat sangat pun sebenarnya,
tapi there's more ways to relate lah, I would say. More ways to relate.
Sebab kat masjid ni diorang kadang-kadang buat makan-makan setiap hari malam Jumaat. So boleh lah buat kawan kat situ. Sembang-sembang kat situ je lah. Lepas tu balik tak sembang lah.
Muslim sana kan, diorang lagi fluent in German tak? Or they're the same as you guys?
Fluent gila lah. Tapi sebab most orang Turki kat sini memang lahir sini.
True. Diorang lahir sini semua. And they're macam with the concept of European language, yang language yang mana ada gender dalam language. Kita Malay or English tak ada gender dalam bahasa kan. Kalau European language, most of the languages ada gender. Dia dah biasa dengan that concept. So I would say they easily senang tangkap lah, senang grasp. Yeah.
Okay, Nisa, do you want to ask anything?
I don't have anything in mind for now.
Tak apa, I banyak.
Oh no.
Bukanlah banyak, adalah sikit lagi.
Tak apa,
Um,
tanya je.
Take your time. No worries.
I'm starting to ask irrelevant questions, but I think it will help in our assignments. So, kalau your living condition there kan, not living condition, but how you guys live there, do you guys still open your shoes when you enter your home?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Tapi orang Jerman kalau masuk rumah kita orang dia tak buka lah kasut.
Yeah.
And you guys are okay with that?
Takkan nak marah kan?
Dia macam bukan nak marah, macam tak sempat dah pun nak marah. Dia
Dah masuk lah.
masuk dalam dah. Macam kalau nak cakap pun macam apa lah.
Kotor tu basuh lah nanti.
Vacuum je lepas tu. So yeah.
But if like German friends, do you guys tell them about this or you guys just let them juga?
Dia kalau bagi tahu pun nanti diorang rasa pelik. Buka
Oh,
kasut. Diorang lagi rasa kalau barefoot tu lagi kotor daripada pakai kasut dalam rumah.
okay. That makes sense. Like, okay. So how's like your experience as a Muslim living in German? Like, do you guys go to Friday prayers and stuff?
Ya, ini cuma jadi kita pergi lah.
Kita orang, sebab masjid depan rumah kita
Depan
orang
rumah lah.
je. Senang lah.
You pergi senang lah, of course.
Tapi masjid dia bukan macam masjid kat Malaysia tau. Masjid kat Malaysia kan satu bangunan besar kan. Masjid dekat Germany dia macam dia ambil apartmen jadikan masjid.
Oh,
Jadi macam umpama apartment yang macam the whole lot, macam the whole lot yang kecil tu, dia orang ambil lah satu building, so macam naik tangga apa semua, ada yang solat kat tangga, lambat apa semua. So yeah, kind of like.
okay. I think last question coming from me. Based on your experience living in Germany, cuba rate it out of 10 and tell me the reason. Like, would you like live in Germany again or would you rather live in other places ke?
Adam, you first.
Kau dulu lah.
Aku dulu. To be honest with you, I would contoh kalau dekat Germany, kalau contoh nak duduk pun, I would choose Berlin because the other cities is not into my liking. And tapi kalau nak jawab either macam nak duduk sini or Malaysia, I would prefer Malaysia because for me the greatest city in this world is still
Kuala
SAC.
Lumpur lah.
No, Kuala Lumpur, SAC, Shah Alam City. So yeah.
I pula saya duduk Malaysia lah kot.
True.
Saya suka duduk Kuala Lumpur. Nightlife situ pun best juga. Kat
Live
sini
saja budak ni, tengok.
bawa drive semua kat Malaysia best lah. Kat sini macam semua benda blend tu. Semua
True,
blend. Macam
especially the food.
kat Berlin pun mana ada bangunan tinggi-tinggi. Kalau dekat KL bangunan semua tinggi-tinggi. So macam sebenarnya Malaysia ni sebenarnya best lah. Kita tak appreciate sangat lah Malaysia ni.
Cuba rate it out of 10 living in Germany.
7. 7.
Same side. I would say 6. Tapi kalau I duduk Berlin, I would give an 8. So yeah.
Tapi the other person to prefer to duduk in Malaysia, don't you like prefer traveling more?
I would say you can travel so much until you realize that other cities macam contoh most of the cities around Europe ni macam diorang sama je actually. And the difference is macam a few art museums in terms of food a bit and then scenery sikit-sikit. Itu je lah. Kalau nampak looks tak sangat pun.
Kita orang pergi Amsterdam benda sama.
True.
Pergi mana lagi Vienna benda sama.
True.
Yang lain macam maybe London, UK sebab structure dia, building dia semua lain. Tapi kalau kat Europe ni sama je.
Semua cities dia sama. True.
Nanti kan, like, what are your future plans after you study in Germany? Like, will you work in Malaysia ke?
Kalau I nak kerja dulu 2 tahun. Perap dulu, kumpul duit dulu. baru balik Malaysia. Tapi tak nak duduk sini selamanya lah. Sebab bosan duduk sini. Tapi tak nak kena kerja luar. Kita tak waste the opportunity lah kan. Tak kerja sini. Kau pula Jack?
So I would I think I have no choice. I think I kena balik because I have to continue my dad punya, because I feel like I have to continue my dad's work, so I kena kerja Malaysia juga, so nak tak nak, so yeah, but it is what it is.
Okay. That's all for the questions. Thank you, Adam and Azad, for this lovely interview. And I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Sorry kalau awkward.
You do, tapi I think okay je.
No, it was fine.